have introduced plants, we have indigenous, we have natives, and we have endemic. Endemic means unique in the world, only found here. So they came here by themselves, like talking about 3 or 4 millions of years ago, which is more or less the age of this archipelago. And they have developed these spines in order to protect the tiny leaves over there. As you see here, you see the leaves, right? Otherwise, so the predators, maybe like the turtles, land turtles or land iguanas, will be eating, the plant. And this is the way how they protect.
Fluent 2 days. Cerveza.
See? After a refreshing snorkel to cool off, it was a 2-hour boat ride to Bartolome Island. This island was home to some unique plants such as the lava cactus. So this is a lava tube that would form with a hard shell around it, and the lava would flow underneath it. A short hike up this volcanic mountain gave you a great 180-degree view of Pinnacle Rock and surrounding islands. This is a close-up look of an underwater volcanic crater.
Hey, Kelly.
This is a story about annoying friends who won't let people read, and therefore our society becomes illiterate.
An 8-hour boat ride through the night would see us cross the equator heading north to the Genovesa Island. We were shuttled to shore to get an up-close view of just some of the many species of birds to be found here. We were treated to a very rare sight, a mother Galapagos dove regurgitating food for her young.
Has two glands at the base of their beaks, which helps to protect their feathers. It's like to be wearing a wetsuit. And this is waterproof, This is why they are able to dive in and catch the fish into the water. As the frigate birds are not able to do that. It is because they have only one gland, which is not enough, And this is why they are all the time waiting outside. And this is why we call them pirates of the air, because they are waiting outside to steal food from other birds which are able to dive, like the boobies, right? And it's also because they know pretty well that the boobies have some crops here where they collect the fish. Forcing them, just they will regurgitate, and at that moment they will steal it. And the firstborn chick is all the time asking for food.
The male frigates have the red sac. and they attract females by inflating that sac, flapping their wings, and making this clicking noise.
It's a juvenile frigate bird. The tree. So the ones that we saw before in the water were sea lions.
Oh, same to you.
You know, they have different behaviors. Sea lions are very active in the morning, especially in the morning, as well as is in the afternoon. So this means that they get in the water or go fishing during the day. But the seals, it's the opposite way. So they do it in the night. Look at the nose, almost pointed, comparing with sea lions. And look at the ears as well, sticking out, you know. As well as they have bigger eyes than sea lions.
After snorkeling and lunch, we toured Tower Island, which is one part of the island that makes up this huge volcanic crater. We just couldn't get over how close you could get to the baby birds. You were never allowed to touch them, of course, and you had to stay on the well-marked path, but the birds laid their eggs pretty much anywhere, even right on the path. So this is a black masked booby. It's laid an egg, and what it does is it's kind of created a ring with its own excrement, and if it lays 2 eggs, one's usually bigger than the other, the chicks, and the bigger chick will try and push the smaller chick out of the ring so it gets more food, and once that chick is out of the ring, it can't come back in, and it's usually picked off by predators.
Reptiles do not like to be living here. So remember that they need to regulate their temperatures, right? So, but they have some different positions how to do it. You know, to get higher temperatures, they are prostrated basking on the ground or on the rocks. And at the moment that they get these temperatures, 35 degrees, they must change immediately, getting another position, which is the elevated basking. And the air will circulate underneath and will keep that normal temperature. Some of them maybe are too lazy, you know, just keeping the other position, you know, and get so high temperature and they die by overheating. Maybe what's happening this because these are still immature. Maybe they don't know pretty well the way how to do it, as well as their parents, right? This means that they must be learning, you know, since they are babies, you know, till they become mature, but they must be learning little by little the behaviors of their parents.
Genovesa, the northeasternmost island in the Galapagos archipelago, is a horseshoe-shaped volcanic island whose crater wall has collapsed, forming the Great Darwin Bay. This island also appears to have some sort of fault line running through the entire island. After our tour of the island, it was back down the steep Prince Philip steps to our dinghy in the Darwin Bay.
Sea lion just pooed all down the stairs.
Whenever we got back from an excursion to one of the islands or snorkeling, they always greeted us with a great snack. Some days it was exotic fruits and cookies, other days it was cheese and meats.